This is the official podcast for the Adelaide Football Club.
Yes, well here we are, Crows fans. Welcome to the Down the Guts podcast, and we have the Michael Jackson glove wearing Patrick Dangerfield. Welcome, mate.
Jock, that was absolutely horrific. Oh, Betting Cat, that was one of the worst we've had all year, I reckon.
The sad thing is he's been planning that for 2 weeks.
So going down like a lead balloon, that one.
I was wondering what you did, Jock.
Now, Patrick, have you been swept up in Olympic fever, mate?
Oh, I have been. And tell you what, the 100 metres, it's just brilliant. I know we played Saturday, and then to get up at 6 o'clock the next morning was tough, but I tell you what, it was worth it to watch him run because, geez, it was good, Cat.
It was. We're just envisioning yourself out there as well, what might have been if you didn't pursue the footy career.
Yeah, I reckon I was on screen. I would have been in the crowd. Yeah, probably second row. Yeah.
What was your best time?
98. 10.98.
10.98.
It's a bit of work to do there, but
Probably wouldn't have qualified,
Just.
who are your other favourite athletes and events that you like watching, mate?
I love the swimming normally, Jock, but tell you what, the missile misfiring, it's been a bit disappointing. But I do love the swimming, but you can't go past the track. The 100 and 200 are brilliant. So those two are my favourites, but a bit disappointing this Olympics, Cat.
A little bit, but what about the showmanship from some of the, we were talking about Johan Blake before, just some of the Jamaican boys just strutting their stuff and just pulling up with 50 metres to go in a 200.
I like it. I love Blake's entrance when he comes in and gets the claws out. And an interesting tweet by Ryan Fitzgerald, I think it was last night. He's not happy with Johan's entrance, actually. He thinks it looks like he's just been the hairdressers, and I think it was along the lines of the hairdressers just realised he's not using Pantene Pro D, and it's
On to the footy. Danger. We know Jock had the joke about the glove, but it might be your lucky charm, actually, the last few weeks. Come back into some very nice form with the glove.
Yes, the glove's been good to me, Kat. No, it's been good. The boys have been playing some interesting footy, I suppose, over the last couple of weeks. But I suppose we got out of jail on the weekend, and the week before we played some good footy against the Cats. But I think we're beaten by a better side. But it was nice to be back on the winners list on the weekend.
How important is it to win those close ones? I mean, probably had a few of those last year where you just let them go, but what's been the turnaround that you can win those ones when they're tight?
Well, we spoke about it all pre-season, Jock, and just when it does get tight, what good sides do is they win those games they sometimes shouldn't, and I suppose it's easy to talk about it, but it's another thing to implement it, and we've done that a few times this season. So I suppose when we did it the first time, it gives you a bit of confidence, and the more you do it, the more you get into situations like that, and you're able to, I suppose, come out of them with a victory. The belief just rises that you can actually do it, and that was the case again on the weekend. Going at the half-time, we certainly weren't playing our best footy, but from my perspective, I never felt like we were out of the game. I always felt we were with a chance, and we back ourselves to be able to score extremely quickly with the firepower we have up forward. So we're always confident when it gets close.
Yep.
You mentioned that the team got out of jail a little bit against the Bombers. Still plenty to improve on. What are some of the things that you've spoken about this week in terms of where you can improve over the next 4 weeks and then going into finals?
Yeah, I think it's that run out of half-back, which I suppose we were starved of in the first half against Essendon, and they sort of did it against us. They ran the ball out quickly, and I suppose all teams want to do it. They want to move the ball quickly, they want to catch their defenders off guard, but it's another thing to implement it and to do it game day. So we'll look to do that again this week, and move it quickly through the midfield, and if we can do that, I think we give our forwards our best chance of taking marks, because it's always hard, and we saw it on the weekend when Taylor's having to go up against 2 or 3 opponents. It's very hard to take those marks. So if we can move it quickly, and that's what we're really focused on, I think it gives us the best chance to kick a winning score.
Or we just get you to kick him from 70.
Or just torp it from anywhere.
Now that free-flowing ball movement is going to be pretty tough, isn't it, this week, Paddy? Because we know Ross Lyon and all his sides like to just play very defensive footy. What are you expecting from the Dockers?
Yes, they certainly are a very good defensive side, and Lynchy's old coach, Lynchy's favourite coach. So we certainly know they're a very, very good defensive side, and they've obviously had McFarlane, who's not playing this weekend, who's been in terrific form, but also Matthew Pavlidge. So they they're a great defensive side, but offensively, they've got one of the best weapons in the AFL at the moment in Pav and the form he's in. So we have to respect how good they are defensively, but also offensively, they're travelling okay as well.
Pav may be a little bit lucky to be playing this week, but McFarlane may be equally unlucky. Who gets the big Pav?
I think it would probably be Daniel Talia. I'm certain both Truck and Tales would probably change, but with the form that Daniel's been in, we keep saying, and we think he would be the perfect fit for the Rising Star this year because he's had such an outstanding season. He takes the best forward every week.
Third in the comp for spoils now, he is.
And he's just been brilliant all year, so I'd say he'd get the job, and it'll be a great opportunity for him because of the form that Pav's in. And I think if Tuss can do a good job this week, then surely, Josh, surely the Rising Star is his.
And speaking of surely, how about Sam Shaw for round 20 Rising Star? I'm sure the judges are listening.
Well, surely they'd have to be because Shorey was very, very good on it. Is he eligible?
Yeah.
He is.
Wow, come on. He's been in some great form, Stan. Obviously hasn't played over the last couple of weeks, and then to come back in on the weekend. He's super important for us because he really does give us that extra speed. He's 194, so he's good size, can come in as that third tall, and he's very versatile. So that big raking left foot of his is certainly important to our defence, and it's nice to have him back in the side.
What about the serial pest, the Jack Terrier? Jack Terrier or Jack Russell?
Jack Russell Terrier?
Yeah. Little Hayden Ballantyne.
Balance. Well, he's actually in some good touch at the moment.
So who's going to run around him and just keep him at bay?
Well, luckily I don't play in defence, so I don't have to worry about him. But I'm sure the defenders, they'll have a plan to implement for him because he's a very dangerous player when he gets goal side, and he's very quick and he's a polished finisher. So,
B Tippo, hopefully closing in on a comeback this week.
Surely
how's he
great
looking?
cat. No, he looks very, very. Apart from the long hair, don't like the long hair on Tippo. I've given him the feedback. I said, look, I'm not sure. I don't know what you're doing with those curly sideburns. They're not where I'm coming from. But I would certainly think he'd be a certain starter for us on the weekend. I sure as hell hope so, Cat, because it'd be great to have the big fella back.
Is the full face bike helmet going to be out?
Yeah, he's going to wear. I think the clear visor has been approved by the AFL. So
the riot mask.
Yeah, he'll probably be able to knock someone else out with it though. So they might have to pad the outside, but I'd certainly think he'd be wearing some sort of bike helmet. Knowing Tippo, he's on $1 million a year, so knowing Tippo, he'll have some sort of sponsor on the outside, whether it's Kawasaki or Yamaha or. Don't think Toyota make bikes, so might be able to go with them.
No plug there. Now, Katrina, hit us off with some Ask Danger Twitter questions.
Well, these have been building up because, apologies, we have been without a podcast for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that is my fault.
Well, we weren't going to blame anyone, but
I'll take the blame.
You put your
I'll take the blame.
Eddie White at Eddie White Jr. would like to know if you could pick one player from another club to add to the Crows, who would you pick?
It's a good question. One player, I reckon I would probably go with. I don't mind Michael Hurley. I reckon he'd slot in quite well. Can play back or forward.
Just as long as he's not playing on tails, he might get a bit of the ball.
Well, exactly right. I think Michael Hurley, he's a fantastic player, but then there's some great players around the competition at the moment. Jeremy Cameron's another young gun who's had a terrific season. Be nice to have Phil back, 10.5 back.
Filthy.
I think we covered him pretty well at the moment, but then there's always the delicious Cyril that, just roaming around the half-forward line, Jock, would be pretty nice.
Now, Jess Batman wants to know who would play Patrick Dangerfield in the movie Patrick Dangerfield?
That would be a must-see.
Geez, that would not make it to cinema. Straight to DVD. I love Jim Carrey, Jock.
I think you'd play him beautifully.
Love him.
Holly would like to know, what's your favourite warm-up song? Do you have the big headphones on?
Yeah, I do.
Pros?
Yep. No, I do. I have a really weird, I suppose, interest in music. Like the music I listen to. Have you ever listened to Lonely Island? They take off. I like where this is going. They take off ridiculous things, and they have a song that's about Captain Jack Sparrow. And this is honest. I like to have something that completely takes my mind off.
You are joking, aren't you?
No, I'm being dead serious.
Okay.
That completely takes my mind off the game, and I can really relax. And that would probably be the one. And I might have a little bit of it.
Oh, here we go.
Guys, Michael Bolton's here. Oh, great. Send him in.
Hey guys.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Sorry I'm late. Just got
Here we
caught up
go.
watching the Batman.
Ain't no holding up. Boys, now baby, roll with us. Chicken snapping at the neck.
Ready?
Boys, ain't no holding up. Black card at the bar like I gives a
Hang on, wait for it. It's coming, Cat. Okay.
I think there will be a lot of people shaking their head to think that one of the most promising up-and-coming midfielders in the competition listens to that pre-match.
What else have I got in here? Bit of Bruce Springsteen.
Yes, we know you like the boss.
A lot of Bruce Springsteen actually.
What about this one?
We're not in the top 5. What about this one, John? This is serious. Yeah, we go back.
Yes.
That's from The Lion King.
The Circle of Life. The Circle of Life.
Don't mind that.
Yep. That takes your mind off things.
It certainly would.
And then, oh wait a minute, bit of Seal Crazy. Won't put that on. Wait a minute, here it is. Seal Crazy. So anything to take your mind off the game. That's what I sort of do, Kat. So
You've taken my mind right off this podcast.
Yes.
that's for
if
sure.
you are watching, I'm probably when we're out playing, obviously, and warming up with the big headphones. That's what I'm probably listening to. So forgive me if I don't respond to any questions when I'm wearing it.
That's fair enough. I understand now.
What about Eiffel 65?
Oh, a bit of blue.
Oh, listen up. Here's the story about a little guy who lives in the blue world.
I like your stuff, Danger. Thanks for coming in, mate, and all the best this weekend against the mighty Freo Dockers.
No glove this week. Last week with the glove. When's it coming off?
No, I'm gonna this time when
Stick with it.
this time when I run out, Jock's already organised an extra speaker to be put on the oval, and Michael Jackson will be playing.
Moonwalk at the opening bout.
Exactly right.
Look forward to it.
All the best, mate.
Thanks for listening to the official podcast of the Adelaide Football Club.